Next year there won't be another historic inauguration, and for too many, Dr. King's birthday celebration reverts back to a regular workday vacation. January is annually the time of reflection and resolution, concluding without doing what you promised. And to be honest, for the longest, I put all this on hold with excuses, but this time I gotta get down, dropping sweat to the ground, and just do it. We're all so excited about what we expect number 44 to do, but don't let that hope let you lose the part for you. And I've already had this conversation. I can hear it right now with some folks saying, "You got a black president, I guess you're done complaining. That ought to make us even, 'cause he's your reparations." And as bad as that may sound, deep down I don't know how, but I gotta ask the compelling question, so what you gonna do now? What happens when all the excuses you used to use start to go away and the convenience of your crutch won't support your own weight? What happens when opportunity stares you in the face so hard that you have to put down your guard and produce what came from God? What happens when the real things you didn't talk about get exposed and your clothes can't cover the nakedness of what scares you? What happens when you grow old and look back comparing things you lived through and all you ever had was a breakdown, but you never had a breakthrough? What happens when your choices meet your voices, meet your preparation, and the station your life kept playing kept on wasting your time and information? What happens when you get so caught up on what you wish you hadn't done that you're living now in past tense and your present never gets done? We all have some stuff that we can't go back and change, and it's strange how we let our holes trap us in the gap and strap us down to wishing about what's past that won't let us step back. But even though I can't step back and do that, I can stand and do now. Lord, give me faith and show me how. Can you do now? Can you do now? Can you do now? You see, I remember when I was old enough to vote and didn't, strong enough to stand and wouldn't want to be a man and couldn't. I remember when I was too strong to treat her wrong but did it anyway. I remember when I thought I had so much time I put things off another day. I remember wasting my time hiding behind my grit and grime like it was yesterday. Then shouldn't MLK Day today in January say enough all by itself? Don't live back in the past trying to change what you can't help while life moves right around you and you're stuck on just about to. There was a time when I would get disgruntled and complain, and I found the main thing I was doing was wooing the crowd to do my boo-hooing. I was happy as long as I could surround myself with folks who sat down and complained as hard as I used to. Then we would get so satisfied with our complaining that there was nothing else we could do. As long as we could all agree on how bad it was and how things needed to change, we were satisfied swimming in negativity while what needed to change still remained. What a shame, what a drain. I wish I could change how I was deranged. But even though I can't step back and do that, I can stand and do now. Lord, give me hope and show me how. Can you do now? Can you do now? Can you do now? January is the first time this much divine stuff has lined up for us in a long time. January is my genesis, never ending now, that opens up possibility and seeks to show me how. January's renewal can carry me past what's currently scaring me, 'cause I'm just daring me to show my transparency so I can finally be all I was created to be. January isn't about some new arrogance that boasts about how we have won. January is the new month I'm wearing year around, 'cause freedom comes when we all act as one. Either I let my circumstances lead me or I lead my circumstances, and there are no more chances to wait about and debate about what other people think my fate's about. It's too late about the things that I've already done, and I wish I could go back and change them one by one, But even though I can't step back and do that, I can stand and do now. Lord, give me love and show me how. Can you do now? Can you do now? Can you do now? Remember November, but let all your Januaries administer faith, hope, and love through your own life's December. And I don't mean to offend you, but you gotta release the aftermath of back then from within you. 'Cause even though you can't step back and do that, you can stand and do now. Lord, give us strength and show us how, 'cause we can do now. We can do now. We can do now. We can do now. Let's do now together.